Hello, ladies and gentlemen, those otherwise inclined. My name is TheMonk82, and welcome back to the Pokemon White Nuzlocke. Oh, you joined up very quickly, Jacob. So last time we were able to get through the Pinwheel Forest, arriving here in Castelia City. There is quite a lot to do. Such as, there's a battle, let's see, what is there? There's a battle company where we can get an XP share, there's dances where we can get an amulet coin, there's a bunch of other items we can also get as well. I do need to step in here and start chatting with people. Pokemon trades help you connect with the world. The world will be bigger. If you trade Pokemon with many people, you'll be happy. Because I will give you something good. So trainer, have you traded Pokemon with many people? Not that many. Not enough for him to be giving us stuff. Sorry I missed last stream, man. Just started this semester and have been getting used to it. Yeah, that's fine. You do you. Your favourite is Herdia, isn't it? Oh. Your favourite isn't Herdia? For the sake of it, we'll do this. Yeah. I did wonder if that was going to be the blurb. Put in there. When you're tired, take a rest. It's the same for people and Pokemon. Indeed. Yep, this is the first place we want to come. The Royal Universe is now in preparation. We are working very hard to ready the ship for the best Pokemon trainers. Have you been? Not too bad. Getting on with life. Oh, battling Clerk Mel by my Pokemon a week. How about you? I'll change my Pokemon moves, try to change my Pokemon. My favourite way to spend my lunch break is watching ships at the dock. Come with here. That black boat, what could it be? When someone is getting under your skin and you want to yell at them, scream at the ocean. When you're alone, of course. There's the battle company, where if we get through a bunch of people and finish off the janitor, we will get one of the 2 experience shares in the game. I will get into that, but not just yet. At the battle company, we welcome trainers who are proud of their skills. And working women are beautiful and battling Pokemon are wonderful. Unity Pier. People are quite different depending on where they live. It's a bit surprising that rules and ways of thinking are different just because the places we live are different. Both Pokemon and people will meet their destined partner someday. I believed it because my sister who got married said so. That was a better name. It was one of the people who was watching the stream at the time. He just asked if we could get I'll get it named after him. Hey there, trainer. Are your Pokemon healthy? Being healthy is the best, because when you're healthy you can do anything. Well, within limitation. Next time I'll do it. Next time I want to eat a Castelia cane for sure. Passerby Analytics HQ. People pass by as they walk along. You do all of those, you get a soda pop. When work's finally over. When my phone Pokeball rocks 3 times and I hear that great... My life is full of things that give me joy. Liberty Pier. It is small compared to a luxury liner, but the size of the ship doesn't change the feeling of adventure when you're out on the open sea. Yeah! Stranger's not in the size of the body, it's in the size of the heart. Our Pokemon great. Even if they're fighting someone bigger than them, up and at them they go on. Ah, okay. There's stones right at the very start. I was like, I'm sure there's a pier where we're meant to get a stone for the monk. And there is. But it is... Castelia City, so many people. Sometimes there are people who are only interested in themselves. Yeah. Here's where that... is... Have you finished school, or do you already go, or will go in the future? Let's see. I've done some uni, not all. There's been some issues with enrollment and stuff, so yeah, I'm more or less having this year off. It was just a simpler way of getting around it than jumping through a bunch of heaps. Pansage, Pansear, and Panpour are Pokemon that evolve with special stones. Which Pokemon do you want to evolve? Well, Pansy is the one we've got. We could technically say Pansage and get a Leaf Stone for Peddler, or for 420 Girl, and for Fluffy. Or Fluffy? Fluffy, the Cottony. But we'll go the Pansy. Pansius, then it's a 5-stone you will need. You might already know this, but I'll give you some advice. When a Pokemon evolves, it will be more powerful, but it will be slower to learn a new move. This is especially true for Pokemon that evolve with stones, so it's up to you. You can have it learn a good move, then evolve it with a stone, or evolve it with a stone fast, and then have it learn a move with a TM. Certainly the bit with the monkeys is that they will not learn a move by leveling up once you evolve them. You have your thumbs and curling your fingers. This is a thumbs up pose. That means okay. In some places, it also means money. At the very least, I'm going to hold off on leveling up. Oh, sorry, on evolving Oscar until we at least get him to 22. Because that'll get him the... what do you call it? Flame Burst. Because he's alone and looks lonely, I was reading a book to him. I'll read it to you too. Here, I'll keep reading. Zoa, who was left alone, wandered around looking for its mother. Have you seen Zoa? See, it's the Pokemon that looks like this. They say Zoa has the power to bewitch people. It would be scary if I were bewitched, but I like Zoa. Because it's cute. Huh? Why are you blushing? I say that's good, man. Do it however you feel is best. I'm so ready to be done with it. Yeah. There's a certain amount of I keep feeling like I'm being dicked around by some of the teachers, or at least not being completely told what's going on. But there are some teachers I've had that have always been good. With this, if you have, I believe it's a Celebi, then this boy transforms into, well, reveals that he is a Zoa, and you get Zoa in your party, but you need a special Celebi to be able to do that, which we do not have. Let's continue up in this Game Freak building. I'm the sound designer. I put in a lot of wonderful mechanisms to change the game's music. How many of them have you noticed? I'm Snorlax. No, I'm the planner. I don't mean to butt in, but the leftovers item is important, isn't it? Yeah, well, it gets run a lot, competitively. A tip for getting strong in Pokemon battles. Let me see. I guess the most important thing is having a lot of battles. If you become very strong, come back and have a Pokemon battle with me. Yep. I'm the graphic designer. I'm devoting all my energy to every dot. Yep. I should put one dot here as if I'm making this part hollow. This gun is empty. Beware of spoilers. What I'm working on is the ending of the game. Don't look at it here. You'll have to play it for yourself. I mean, I already know the ending. Hi there, I'm the game director. Oh, you're working on your Pokédex. If you fill it up a lot, please let me see. Will do. Have you always liked school or didn't really care for it? Personally, I don't mind it, but there were times where I hate it. I liked it in primary. Or elementary, depending on how you want to put it. Sort of died off through high school. A certain amount of my enthusiasm died off in high school, and that was, again, just feeling of being dicked around by certain people. Plus, I was always pretty smart, so I just got bored, because I would either pick things up really quickly, or the stuff they would teach were always stuff that I already knew. And then that's sort of carried over into uni. When Pokemon are happy, I am happy and I laugh. When Pokemon see me laughing, they will be happy too. Hello. If you'd like, I will massage your Pokemon. Sure. Actually, we won't do it just yet, just in case we do actually pick up a Pokemon that needs friendship to evolve. I don't think we do. Not, at the very least, not this early, but there's a possibility. Yeah, it's difficult to watch TV from here. It's not your concern, though. Up. Check places you're curious about. You may find some hidden items there. If you use the town map, you may find a new place to explore. Talk to a person you're curious about. It may be a wonderful encounter. People in the past said wise things. A child who sleeps well grows well. Yes, if a Pokemon uses the move's rest, a Pokemon will fall asleep and recover. I already taught the move to my Pokemon, so I'll give this to you. New TM. I agree, some teachers are out to get you, I swear, or some don't tell you things because they don't care about their job and don't teach you. It's happening to me right now. I guess, a bit of the experience I had was a bit more... I guess being dicked around isn't necessarily the best way to put it. It's just... not... certainly from a uni thing, it seems like some of the stuff they'll tell you they're marking on is not what they're marking you on, or there's extra elements that aren't necessarily being informed. And I'm saying that when I get high distinctions consistently, so it's not like it overwhelmingly means I'm missing out on accreditations or whatever like that. It's just it's just a burnout, really, which was born through high school. Even if a Pokemon holds a baby and uses rest Pokemon before sleep and recover them, wake up instantly. It's a great combination. Empty trash. Big deal. There's one more place we can go. Actually, no, there isn't. There's no other places we can go down on this street. Landscapes with people, landscapes with Pokemon. Each has power and beauty, compelling me to draw them both. Oh, my studio is down Moat Street a bit. In Mombasa City where I work, I went to see a musical. Have you heard about it, the Pokemon musical? Pokemon get all dressed up and dance to the music. Pokemon trainers on Route 4 show combinations with Pokemon even during road construction. Actually not sure just how far we could get. Maybe I should try to find a Pokemon on Route 4 to catch. Okay. So we could potentially get that extra Pokemon there if we wanted it. Maybe. Depends on how much in Route 4 you can traverse. But there is another reason we want to be up here. I'm just not sure which building it's in. My Patrat's ability is Keen Eye. Even Smokescreen and Sand Attack cannot lower its accuracy. What kinds of abilities do Pokemon have? A variety? Do you think it's a good idea to provide a service to raise Pokemon for trainers? What? There's a Pokemon daycare on Route 3. Yes. I've been thinking about starting a new business, but it's quite a chore. I'm a Pokemon fanatic. I'm famous in Castelia too. Oh look, you have a Pokedex. How many Pokemon have you found so far? 28 Pokemon! This is quite a Pokedex. I'm quite impressed, so I'll give this to you. Eviolite. That's why we wanted to come up to this street, especially before the gym. Eviolite is great. Both defense and special defense of the Pokemon you hold it will increase. However, it's a peculiar stone because it's only effective on Pokemon that can still evolve. Fantastic. Excellent. Meg's paintings are magnificent. Once I get my bachelor's, I'm done with school entirely. This semester I'm currently in the end of my junior year, and next semester I start my senior year. Yeah, good on ya. There's not a lot of... Generally a big argument in terms of whether you go for your post-grad or not is, do you think you particularly need it for your career? There's not a lot that actually would need it. When I gaze down at the city from a tall building, I tremble. Because I'm scared of heights. What are you majoring in? My bachelor's is in creative writing. Me oh my, the badges you can get in the Unova region. Want to hear about them? Which badge would you like to know about? The trio badge. Okay, he'll just tell you that sort of stuff. There we go. Hello, hello, I'm the official name reader. Want me to read the nicknames? Doug, that sounds good. It's a very you sort of name, but if you'd like to change it, nah. I'm the feeling reader. I've heard a lot of people take feeling checks using the C gear. You can't change the name of a Pokemon you got from someone, because the name contains wishes of the person who named it. Do you like it so far? As I said, some of the teachers are alright. A certain amount of the classes are just, at the very least, techniques-wise, are going through stuff I'd already been doing anyway. I'd sort of figured out on my own, so it's not... It's sort of a, this is the sort of thing I can just breeze through, if needs be. It's just having the enthusiasm to do it. Scan is empty. I secretly invented a special machine. Only people who know the secret password can use it. I'm trying to think of... what it is. I'm sure I've seen it somewhere. I say just twiddling your thumbs until something new comes up. More or less. That and, that and sort of seeing what you can pick up in terms of applying places for work and that sort of thing as well. Sometimes I'll tell you about contests, sometimes I'll tell you about publication looking to accept entries, that sort of thing. There's still certain advantages to it in terms of you can get some push out. Hi Hendra, how are you? I'll try and find what this thing is for Castelia. Maybe not. Everyone happy, simple connection? Yeah, something like that. Cheers, Jacob. People, everyone. It's like I know I've seen it somewhere and just couldn't think of what it was. Feelings happy. There's more. Be term for simple, wouldn't it? Nope. Simple. This is the password that will enable you to use the relocator I invented. It's a superb machine that will swiftly fetch a special Pokemon or item by connecting to a special network. Okay. So it'll be on the main menu as opposed to that. Yeah, okay. My name is Mr. Locke. I am a magical clown who can open anything. Your name is Thor. I'll see you again, I'm sure. No, you won't, because the bit that you can give me cannot be gotten. So he would give you Snarl as a TM, but what you need to be able to open that is a Pokemon that... Oh, sorry, is an item that you cannot be obtained legally. I didn't know about this until years after I played and was watching Chugga Conway's Black and White playthrough. I can't remember where I've seen the phrase before, but I certainly knew about it. I'm invited to a party, but the person in front of the elevator wants to pat me down. Was it just my imagination? Do you want to go up? Sure, I need to check you. You don't seem to have anything suspicious. Okay, off you go. That'll be the other dancer, I'd assume. Welcome to my party. Please enjoy conversations with everyone. My German's a bit off. Have you tried a Castelia cone yet? I managed to buy one on Tuesday, but it's very difficult to get. Did you see the dress that the supermodel Elisa was wearing? Whatever Elisa wears is beautiful, a stunning ensemble. My boyfriend isn't good at getting out of bed in the morning. In fact, he's so slow getting out of bed that I asked his Pokemon to use Wake Up Slap on him. Oh, your Pokemon are so charming. I want to keep Pokemon too so I can use this. Attract. This move makes your Pokemon unbearably charming. All Pokemon of the opposite gender will fall in love. Ciao, ti stai divertendo? Non sentirti imbarazzo. Parla più con cervello. That's gonna be butchered. I've asked my Pokemon to use Sing instead of setting an alarm clock. I'm a fanatic for this game and know most of the secrets in this game in black and white too, but it's a treat when I find something new about the game. But I cannot get up at all. I don't know why. It's hard to get up in the morning after a fun day like today. Yeah. Hey trainer, check out my moves. Have you gone to the next city yet? I learned this move at the musical over there. Pretty cool, ain't it? Yeah. Keep checking through the other places. Well, actually, we could maybe go out and... Oh, maybe... Did we go after Mickey now? We could maybe... The problem is we are a bit under him level-wise. We'll hold off for now. This is Maid Street. You have the Castelia cones. I know it's not New Year's, but any goals for the remaining year? There's a few things I'd like to be able to do. There's certainly a different style of video that I'm going to look to get done. Hopefully maybe this month. I'll certainly end up recording it within the next week. And it'll somewhat tie into that creative writing sort of thing. In terms of, I'm going to look to try and get... I don't have a poison type. Do sort of like fantasy style writing in the terms of in terms of like what if scenarios for different stories. To say, for example, from a Pokemon scenario, maybe rewriting how the Masters 8 went. And any goals for the next year. Sport-wise, it'll somewhat depend on what the club's going to do. There's a certain amount of rumours about what might go down, which... If it... Would I put those sunglasses? Oh, I found them. You really got to have more light to see your way. Check this, it'll help you see in dark places. In terms of goals for the next year, it's sort of dependent on a few things happening. If you use the move Flash, the accuracy of your opponent's moves go down. When you use it twice, the rate to get hit by a move will be about half. This means more light. Obviously here for the Meloetta, if you have the Meloetta. Beautiful melody makes people happy. A sad melody makes people sorrowful. That's the power of melodies. When I listen to his guitar, it reminds me of leaving home for the first time, and the tears of farewell my mother cried. This is your first visit to this cafe. Hey, am I correct? Please. Ah, lemonade. Give this to your dear Pokemon. After a trying day of work, this cafe is a perfect spot to let your mind relax. That's the other dancer. A VG dialogue for the characters really makes the stream unique. Thanks. Being a Pokemon trainer doesn't necessarily make someone stronger, but everyone can love their Pokemon and enjoy playing together. My Pokemon is so cute. It makes me feel better when I come home. Yes, the mystery empty building. Which I believe is technically Team Plasma's building, but I digress. What Gym Leader tests is the strength of the bond between the challenger and his or her Pokemon. Here's the gym, we will not be going inside just yet. Before challenging the gym, you want to make sure you have enough potions. Yep. And make sure your level's right. I have 6 Pokeballs in my bag, but really what I want is Great Balls and Ultra Balls. You can't buy them at a Pokemon until you've collected badges though. Then you best get to battling. So just the passerby and the battle company to go into. Would you say that you're more on-the-fly person or plan-ahead kind of person? I sort of do a mix of both. This is Passerby Analytics HQ. If you want to join us, please speak to the leader. What are people's favourite things? What is popular right now? Have you ever wondered about these things? Welcome to Passerby Analytics HQ. This is where you can find all of the answers. You have good eyes. Eyes full of curiosity. Good. I especially appoint you as a statistician. The statisticians have only one task. They conduct requested surveys. First you'll receive survey requests from me. Then with the survey radar, you'll choose the survey you want to conduct. And if you pass by a lot of people, the radar will collect the information. Of course, we've prepared compensation for the survey. Statistician Thor, I expect you to do a great job. What would you like to do today? I mean, there's nothing to do with that. Hello. Do you always have a feeling of gratitude? Oh, you dropped your Pokeball. Here you are. Please remember to thank someone who helped you. Or Dunkershan. It may sound trivial, but it's important. Now will you tell me your feeling of gratitude? Indeed. What a wonderful phrase, it warms up my heart. If someone helps you, show your feeling of gratitude. I'm sure they'll appreciate your feelings. Hey, greetings are important, isn't it? If you don't mind, would you tell me your favourite greeting? There we go. Excuse me, new statistician, please wait. Actually, I have a favour to ask you. I'm asking statisticians to answer a questionnaire. Okay, here we go. Let's get started. This questionnaire is about details about people. What is your hobby? Well, that paused, so sure, we'll do that. I see. Next up, what is your job? I mean, technically, yes, we'll do that. Okay, that's it. Thank you. Yep, this me. What kind of Pokemon? Cool. Might as well go through these. Oh, as a general idea, people tend to prefer to live in the city more just because of work. Time or money? Ah, money. I've got time. Likeable people. And I miss the old days of the GS Pokémon era with 4th and 5th gen era where people would hang out and do battles, trades and hang out. Oh, sorry, get out more. Do battles and hang out. I feel that was big Pokemon. They certainly encouraged a bit more interactability, but it's not necessarily... It sort of bit them in the arse. References. TV. Yeah, sports. If I've got a movie. Oh, it's just out of those than that. School life. I was actually good at math. My weakest subject. I mean, I guess social studies, but I'm pretty good at all of them. Where would you like to go for fun? I might be going up in the mountains. Doing holidays. Depends on the holiday. But more of that. What's your favourite sport? That. I'd still be inclined to say the story, but there's problems with it. What do you want to become? I want to be Team Plasma, yes, very much so. What would you like to become? Trainer. Out of this lot? Jaden. All that for a soda pop. And with that, we can finally head to the battle company. People who work in this building have Pokemon battles, not opinion battles. You appear to be strong, but if you go upstairs, please be extra careful. And this is pretty much where we're going to be getting our experience from. Every morning my Pokemon wakes me up with wake-up slaps, so I always look like a wreck. I appreciate its good intentions, so I'll work my hardest to provide for it today as always. So deep heart. Welcome. If you use the elevator, please use the buttons on the door or next to the door. I think the first person uses a Herdia. Just one moment, guys. Sorry about that. I just had to take a phone call. So, I'm pretty sure the first person uses a Herdia. So we are probably better off using our own Herdia, but we could go the Pebble. Actually, yeah, we'll use the Pebble for the opening battle, and then we'll cycle through who we're giving items off to. Welcome to the Battle Company. Since you are here, battle with me. I won't take no for an answer. The only thing we've really got to be careful with leveling, or with doing all this leveling, is in seeing how much, what do you call it? Oh, well, in keeping with the level cap. That's how you say that. Going for a headbutt this time. One more. Oh, so close. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the worst, 5 being average, and 10 being the best, how would you rate this gen? Oh, good iron defense. I would say gen in its entirety, probably an 8. Maybe an 8 or yeah, probably an 8. I think the next person's I think the next person has a timber, which is why I want the girl in front. Actually, we might double check that just because we don't want to throw somebody into the walls. Okay, yeah. One of these two will have a timber, the other will have a bunch of basculins. Both of them being people that I want to put the girl up against. Oh, company tour? Or some Pokemon practice? Either way, I'm glad you came. I'm happy, so I'll give you these. Ah, quick balls. Lovely. I'm very happy, so I'll give you another present. Timer balls. Lovely again. A quick ball makes it easy to catch a Pokemon if you use it at the very beginning of a battle. And a timer ball makes it easier to catch Pokemon you've been battling for a long time. I think it's 12 turns is when they become optimum. I'm pleased to meet you. Please allow me to introduce you to my Pokemon. Yep, you're the one with the timber. We will start off with a sleep powder. What about the starters? I've heard mixed opinions about them because they don't have the best base stats and etc. or personal preference. M-Ball, I'd say, always gets a bit of a a worse rep than it should. Just because it's the third firefighting in a row. I can't really say much about Superior because I haven't used one. As for the Samurott line, it's a bit interesting that it's Samurott's technically a special attacker, but at the very least early on is a special attacker, but has a far bigger focus on learning physical moves instead of special moves. I think that's shifted somewhat now, but it's still a bit unusual. I think the next one we take on is a scientist with a rock and roller. There you are. Just because I'm a scientist, people think I'm so serious. Design-wise, they certainly work. But, yeah. I wouldn't entirely say they're ones I've got a huge attachment to. If nothing else, I certainly used... I went for Samurott down in Legends Arceus. Because I'd already used a Rowlet and a Cyndaquil in other gens. Freaking wow. Good. Might as well go back and heal. There's no real reason not to. Thank you for waiting. If you could only play 3 gens for the rest of your life, what would it be and why? Well, let's see. I'm trying to think which ones technically fall into which gens as well. I mean, Gen 5 I think works just because there's a certain amount of balancing in there, and there's extra stuff that works well within Gen 5. Gen... I've got my technically Legends Arceus is Gen 9. And there is some good stuff about Scarlet and Violet as well. It does help it out, but they certainly make training Pokemon more versatile, which helps. The other gen, I guess, would probably... it probably would be Gen 4. You there? You've got the Eviolite on? Yep, okay, good. There can be games. I mean, yeah, well, yeah. Games, if we were going to go games specifically, Legends Arceus, top 3 Pokemon games. Well, Legends Arceus is certainly up there. And I'll go mainline just because there's a lot of spin-offs I would put before a decent amount of mainline games. But, oh, bugger. So, certainly Legends Arceus, probably either Black or White 2. And... honestly, as weird as some people might find it, Brilliant Diamond. Like, I actually do like the changes to the underground, and... Cynthia is bloody hard. Which is always good fun. If we were going to go spin-offs on top, then... well, if we include mainline and spin-offs, then I'd be going Legends Arceus, Pokemon Conquest, and probably Mystery Dungeon Explores the Sky. Oscar, you can stay in for this. Another yawn. Most underrated spin-off was Battle Revolution. I thought it was kind of ahead of its time. The soundtrack was amazing. Definitely need something like that again. It's effectively... let's see. Battle Revolution was, to an extent, a bit of an upgraded stadium. Which isn't necessarily to say anything against it. I did quite like Battle Revolution. I think there's a certain amount of Battle Revolution has been gaining a bit more prominence within the last couple of generations because of the discourse over the battle animations in the mainline games. You forgot Poké Park. Poké Park was certainly different. Yeah, I did quite like Poké Park. Now I think the next one is the Basculins, so the girl comes out again. Crux exchange business cards. Trainers, of course, greet each other with a Pokemon battle. The Ranger games were also a good time. Yeah, this is going to be the problem. Is they're going to keep fighting? Aqua Jet. I remember being a kid when Pokepark first came out, and me and my brother would stay up real late when our parents were sleeping past each other, control and take turns playing. I played some of the mini games with my younger brother, but otherwise he's never been a huge Pokemon fan. Pretty much the only games we've played together have been like the mini games on Pokepark and Battle Revolution. I'll go Mega Drain again, just to make sure. And I believe that's the last battle for this floor. Let's score your old close age-wise, or is he a lot younger than you? He's a couple of years younger than I am. I'm in charge of development. I'm going to give you this because you came here for a company tour. Fate blends. The Pokemon Horoscope blends, it has a better chance to make a critical hit. Pebble, I believe, comes in to start the next battle. Is he your only sibling, and if not, are you the oldest? Yeah, he's my only sibling. Hyper Potion. Couple of ways to go. I would imagine this list is left to right. Yeah, seems like it. My work is a Pokemon battle. That was going to be the problem. Down in 2. Our company develops goods for Pokemon's journey, so Pokemon battles are also an important part of my work. Yeah. And it makes sense to me. Doug, you can take on the upcoming Mooner. I could maybe give it to Alexander. Alright. I found a wonderful trainer. I will research you immediately. Do you have any nostalgic moments with Pokemon? Like, have you always played as a kid, or did you pick up Blade or Knife? No, I would have started playing at 5, I think. Well, as long as we're faster, this... Yep, good. But yeah, so I started playing at 5, or thereabouts. You want work up? Work up over Lee. Actually, I think it was about 67. Yeah, I had a friend who had Pearl. And that's sort of how I learned about Pokemon, and then from there... Like, my first game was Diamond, and then... it just sort of pushed on from there. Who's next? Sawaddle. Okay. Oscar, back out. And then we'll probably heal after this battle. Because I think next up is the 3 monkeys. Again. The reason I didn't learn Work Up then was because I wasn't entirely sure if I wanted to drop Leer. Plus, with having... That could be a slight problem. But with having... Work Up as a TM anyway, if I wanted to learn Work Up, you can learn it whenever. But you don't give a shit about your dire hit, we're gonna crit instead. But I might need to teach Work Up to Oscar instead, if we want to make sure his Incinerate can be boosted. Anyway, let's go heal up again. Yep, looks like it's the three monkeys next. And because he starts with a Pansy, I will start with Otto. So Otto should deal with the Pansy, if not then we've got the Pebble. Oscar can deal with the Pansage, and the girl can deal with the Pamport. I did blank on the name just then. Favourite legendary? Probably Giratina. I think Giratina is a brilliant A design and B presentation. Plus sort of the idea around him as well. Down on one. Ah, crit helps. And say, yep, switch. On again. No complaint about that. Let's see. Another one should do it after this. Yeah, definitely. It's a good type coverage team. Yeah. Yeah, forget Scratch for a bite. And for Penpool, the girl. With Otto to support if absolutely needs be. Now the final battle with the janitor, I believe, is a Trubbish and a Minccino. Opening with the Trubbish. We'll do another quick heal just in case. So the Pebble certainly has our only ground type move in the team. I guess the query is, do we want to try running Alexander? Maybe, maybe not. It's the Pebble. Wrong thought. Okay. Put you there for now, but I want to quickly look up Trebuch's learn set. Acid spray and sludge might be the problems here. And this is a bit defensive. What's your special defense look like? Not great. What are some things you had to get used to when you started streaming, like learning how to engage with people or act a certain way, or... well, yeah. I already sort of had an idea of how I wanted to do the streams in terms of, like, speaking dialogue and that sort of thing, so that's... that was never necessarily a huge problem. It was just sort of getting... refining it to the point it was second nature. I don't talk a lot outside of this sort of thing, so that's probably the biggest sort of thing in terms of just getting used to rambling and chatting and all that sort of stuff. Beyond that... just sort of figuring out what I'm finding what niche I'm working with, and then just... yeah, like, it's just repetition, more or less.
Oh, you were the Pokemon trainer I met at the entrance. You've come this far. That means you must be strong. Are you prepared to face the strongest person in this building? Are you prepared to face the chairman? Then the time has come. I am the one. I accept your challenge.
Janitor Jeff. How much damage? Say... oh, 700 poison. It's not brilliant. Haha, you arsehole. Still rubbish down. You might as well stay in now, because we're not getting around that poison. We'll start off with a super. Hi Chow, how are you? Tickle is attack and defense. Ugh. So we may need to swap. Next up we'll heal the poison with the antidote. So we're stuck using tackle. 4 pops, not terrible. So that's 20 at most. It would still need to crit everything to kill. Unless it's got a bigger move up its arsenal. Such as that. And that's still 8 damage. Oh shit. Okay. Encore's done, but whether or not we can get through is another matter. Ah, you bugger. Immediately. Oh, yeah. Love does not blind you, Doug. Thank you. I disguise myself as a janitor because I'd like to know what kinds of trainers come here. I had a good time battling you. This is a token of my esteem. Please accept this. Experience share. Pokemon holding an XP share gets some of the experience points from every battle, even if it's not involved. That's right, it may be useful for raising weak Pokemon. Have you ever thought about promoting your channel in streams, like marketing in a way for more people to see them, or do you rather just let people find your content? At some point I wouldn't necessarily mind doing promoting. For now I'm just, like, through my writing and through that sort of stuff is generally the most I'll advertise it at the moment. Part of that's because I may need to figure out what I may or may not need to do tax-wise with this, and I want to know that before I start opening things up completely. Oh yeah, I don't particularly mind, like, just a small audience crawling. We'll leave the first of the dancers use as Pansage. Give you the Eviolite. And for now, you get the experience share. Because you've done bugger all. But I'm pretty sure it's Pansage first. Yeah, Pansage in the Central Plaza. Forgot about the old iOS. It's smart though, just finding out what you want, what works for you. Yeah, and then also in terms of, like, because I'm also somewhat looking for work and all that as well, it's like, I'm better off figuring out a schedule, figuring out what works, figuring out what happens, and then if I want to promote stuff, then I can do that with something that's already established rather than putting all of my eggs in one basket. Actually, let us... Where is work up? There it is. Give it to Oscar. Instead of his Lee. Hey, trainer! Show me your pieces. Give me a whirl. Alright. A fight is like a dance. First yawn. Then work up. First you use the yawn, then you use the work up, then you get the women. Yep, so one more, unless we low roll it, one more incinerate kills. Got it. Alexander levels. Want to learn hypnosis. What do you... Oh, it's either hypnosis or sand attack. 60 accuracy. How much stick with sand attack?
Alright, let's get down. How about that? Those are the smooth moves, no doubt. I'd even tighter if I had a group. Hey you, would you talk to the other dancers? If you invite both of them, the three of us can groove as a team. Sure. Same outfit as me. That guy's a dancer.
I mean, there's technically 3 that we've found, but... Now, I think the one that was in that narrow street is a panpaw. And then the bloke who was on the pier is a pansy. What I will do though... Whoops. Take the Eviolite off you. Take the experience share off Alexander. Give the experience share to Oscar, so Oscar can get that little bit of extra leveling in from these next 2 battles before we take on the gym. So he can maybe get to level... yeah.
Do you need something? What? You're looking for dancers for a team? It sounds very interesting, but I don't want to do a favour for someone who isn't stronger than me. Let's have a battle. Sure. Let's begin. This may seem like an odd question, but would you like to be famous and have this channel get really popular, or just have peace of mind and do what you want without people bugging you?
I mean, I'm not overly fussed either way. Obviously, there's a certain amount of I'd like the channel to grow. It's like, certainly if I get to the point where I want to be making money out of this, then I certainly want this to be growing. I think even if you still say moderately small, it can result in people quote unquote bugging you. So I don't, yeah. I would say the size doesn't entirely matter, as much as if the community around me is good, then we're golden. That's probably the way I'd look at it.
You're going to create a dance team, aren't you? It sounds very interesting. I'd like to join up.
Offer your runs, and we'll let Otto take the next one. Otto's actually a little behind on levels. I think it's this pier. Yep, there he is.
What do you want? Oh, the dance team. You can introduce me to the team. Oh, then before that, let's have a Pokemon battle. Sure. I was great in Pokemon lessons. Early basis for Tiano. If you got traction and started making money off streaming, would you do it full time or just a side hustle thing? It would certainly start off as a side hustle. And then it would just depend on how much money I would be making off of it as to whether or not I decide to do it full time. What was that? Oh, the dance team. I will join the dance team. That's all of them. We'll go heal up. It's certainly why I want to start doing that, that other video idea that I was talking about doing like sort of the what if sort of fantasy writing / booking style thing, because that could get a bit of eyes on the product as well, and that could be the sort of thing that pushes things forward. At least it offers something different. Whoops. Dancers dance, the audience smiles, hearts beat with joy, and of happiness to share. I got what I need to find my dance, a team fantastic. Thanks, man, I got the best team in the world here. That's how I feel. Amulet coin. We communicate by dancing. It's how we see happy things, sad things, how we see the world shines brightly. I had an aunt that used to run a dancing school, so that sort of all ties in. I say it's nice to see Evergoal. Yeah. So pretty much the only thing left to do around here outside of outside of maybe if we wanted to go and get an encounter on Route 4, is the gym battle. But I think I'll need to wrap this up soonish, so I don't think I'll take on the gym today. But I may jump back into Pinwheel and do a little bit of training towards the end. I think I want to quickly check what the levels are inside the gym. I know, as I said, the level cap for the gym is 23, because that's what his Levani is. But it's what the other guys, the other 4 trainers in his gym have. They're 20s. 20s and a 21. And he's 2 21s and a 23. Well, effectively, Otto, the Pebble, and Oscar are going to be the ones dealing with that side of things, and Doug can jump in every now and then. These two are sort of taking a back seat. So, what we'll do so take that off, give him the experience share,
give you the Eviolite. Switch you top. And we'll switch Otto second. Actually, might do a quick save because I haven't actually saved since I've been streaming. No need to undo all that progress. And then we'll probably spend the last 10-15 minutes of this in the Pinwheel Forest battling, I think. I want to at least get Oscar to 20 and Otto to either 20 or 21. Maybe the Pebble to 21 as well, who knows. Yay, more content. Well, gets shit done. It does mean when we stream this again, we can jump immediately into the battles. Oh yeah, sorry, we can jump immediately into the gym and then push on forwards. I probably want to get Oscar to 22 before taking on Berg. Just because that's certainly when he gets his next fire type move, which is Flame Burst. I think Flame Burst does more damage than Incinerate. I might be wrong on that front. Have an idea when the next Black and White stream will be. 2 days. So generally Monday, Wednesday, Friday, certainly my time. But those corresponding times for you will be the White Nuzlocke. Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at the moment will be Pokemon Conquest, just for a little bit. And then Sundays will be... Sundays I've usually acted as a video for whatever I end up doing, or whatever I feel like at the time. At the moment that's been Overcooked. Though I've been unable to do that the last couple of times, and it is nearly done anyway, so I'll need to go through something else soon, which might be that other video. Even after going up quite a few levels, you still can't take it out in one Incinerate. The only real problem doing the training like this is with the EVs. It's not a huge problem. Of course. In saying that, Friday's stream might run a bit short, like this sort of length rather than what I would normally do. Again, 5 experience points are different. It's not necessarily that, it's the... It's the way the experience share works. Is not only does the experience carry over, but so does the EVs that you get from the wild Pokemon. Which was part of the big problem that people had with the experience share changing to the entire party and not being able to toggle it off, was because it spread those EVs across everyone, so it made it harder to... Well, it made it more difficult to do EV training immediately. Scarlet and Violet somewhat fixed that, in terms of making it a lot easier to change the EV points how you would, or how you wanted, but... yeah. So that pause was... I don't think that rustling is an ordinary, but maybe.
Can you do it in one hit now?
Finally! Actually, maybe I should have put the experience share on the auto. Yeah, I might need to do that instead. Because where were you experience-wise? Relatively close. How about the same as you, anyway. Okay, 14 can go down on 1, 15 won't. Watch that be famous last words. Bite first. For that reason. Yeah. Bugger. Swaddle must go out here. Eh. Hey, go down quick. More swaddle to add to the fire. Up a dove. To mix things up. The pebble has no conflicted feelings over facing a small bird. Good. Good for the mess. Ah, bugger. Oh, they should be almost there. Usually have a snack and drink during the stream, or try not to because of the mic, because I feel like if I stream I'd be munching down on some food. I've always got a drink by me. I haven't necessarily eaten during the stream, but I'll certainly have a drink by me, so like I've got a water bottle with me at the moment. Sometimes I'll have a coffee, sometimes a soft drink. There'll always be a bottle of water. If I was going to eat with the mic, I'd just mute it.
There's Otto's level. Fury Cutter. Sure. We're looking at sets wise. Yeah, so Otto's got 2 reasons why his attack's growing stronger than his special attack. Nice move for the gym. Yes and no. Because generally speaking, the Pokemon that it's actually really good against are Pokemon that are going to be, or that should have something super effective to fire back. Good one-turn sleep. Otto, Oscar. Forgot about the type. Yeah, it's alright. I would say probably one more battle and then that'll see us done. It would be a Pidove. The pebble wishes to come forth and annihilate this small bird. And with that, we'll make our way back to Castelia and end the stream off. Cheers for a great stream, man. Thanks a lot, mate. Crossing, crossing, crossing the Sky Arrow Bridge. Running with our legs because we do not have a bike. Und yeah. So anyway, as I said, that'll be it for this stream. So thanks for tuning in if you did watch this live, or if you're watching on playback, thanks for watching. Obviously next time we'll jump into the Castelia gym and take care of that and the aftermath. But yeah, as always, I've been Strong82. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Bye, guys.